This is a solution for Leetcode question 504 for base 7, and here we are given an integer num. And it's an easy problem, and here we are given an integer num in which we have to return a string of its base 7 representation. Like, so what does it means? So basically we need to return the base 7 representation for num integer. So for example, if I say that here is a num and represent, return a string of its binary representation. So binary representation refers to base 2. So similarly, we need to just return a string for base 7 representation. So let's see the constraints here. Constraints is basically minus 10 to the power 7 to 10 to the power 7, which num will be in between them. So it is of topic maths and string. So for solving this question, we will be divide the number to 7 and add it to a string and reverse the string and return it. So this is a basically the primitive concept of, you if you convert a binary, if you convert a num to binary, then you obviously need to divide it by 2 till it's like till it's not further dividable, and we just need to collect the remainder in a string and return it. So in base 7 we will do the same. We will divide the num by 7 till it is divisible and add it to a string and reverse it, because whenever we convert a num to binary or to any base representation, we see it's from below to upward, not upward to below. So basically we will first, this is a basically Java solution. So we will first initial a string builder. Why string builder? Because we need to add, remove, and reverse this. So we will be initializing a string builder str, and we will checking if num equal to 0. If num equal to 0, simply append 0 and return it. What we are returning str to string. Why to string? Because we are converting str to string, because it's the function is a string type return value. So basically this is the empty case, like if the number is 0, then we will simply return 0. Right. Then if the number is less than 0, like here you can see there is a number which is less than 0. So we, if the number is less than 0, we will simply convert it to positive, then calculate the remainder, and by each the remainder, which is num percent 7, we are giving the remainder of n. So the remainder we will append to str by str dot append n. Basically, we are appending means adding the n, which is remainder, in n in str, right? And with each addition, we will be dividing it by 7, obviously, because that's the rule, right? In binary, if you do it, we need to divide the number by 2. In this represents or any other representation, we will divide it by that base number in which we are going to represent. So after this loop over, we will be reversing the string and returning, but there is a catch. If the number is negative, then we need to reverse negative number. So basically, if the number is negative, we are already changing the number, like dividing. So basically, number is already getting changed. So how do we know if the number is negative or not? I have to check after the, you know, describing the operation. So basically, we will store num into a variable o and use it afterward. So if the number is negative, we are changing where it is positive. We are building a loop and is adding remainder into the string, dividing the number by the base we are given, reversing the string, and if the number is 0, which I have stored, if the number is 0, we are simply inserting a negative symbol at a 0 position. So basically this is a Java syntax, and in other programming language you can see you have other option to do this. So we are inserting a negative symbol in start at zeroth position because the number is negative, and then we are by converting returning the string builder by the converting it into string by toString method. So basically this is an easy problem and can be solved by this approach. So I've actually solved it, and here it build up decent percentage. So yeah, this is all about this problem.